You know the drill. The corridor transforms into a waiting room, the waiting room turns into a runway for winter coats, and the air hums with whispers, hopes, and occasionally a toddler eating chalk. It's the one time of year when all the adults who orbit our students finally meet each other and discover we all care, we're all tired, and none of us remembered to bring a pen. World Without Walls is back with another episode of Teachers Have a Life Too, the podcast where we dive into the real-life adventures of being a teacher in and out of the classroom. I'm your host, Alice, and today we're stepping into episode 2, one of the most delicate dances of the school year, parent-teacher conferences, aka Parent-Teacher Tango. Parent-Teacher Night is the only event where I simultaneously use my teacher voice, my customer service smile, my diplomatic vocabulary, and my I swear I've slept this week under-eye concealer. Spoiler, only 2 of those are reliable. I've got my roster printed, color-coded sticky notes, my trusty LIM glowing like a spaceship, and a glass of water I will absolutely forget to drink. Final check. Student work samples? Check. Progress notes? Check. Reserve chocolate? Hidden under the worksheets? Also check. And then it begins. The first family arrives right on time. Bless them. We shake hands, sit down, and start the delicate waltz of feedback. Your child is bright, curious, and unstoppable when they're interested, like a tiny scientist who just discovered caffeine. We celebrate, we plan, we breathe. But the parent-teacher tango has many styles. There's the my child never behaves like that at home samba. At home, they fold laundry, read Plato, and phone their grandparents for fun. In class, they're auditioning for the role of person who forgets every pen ever made. There's the why didn't anyone tell me earlier? Rumba. I sent 3 emails, 2 notes, and, true story, a message via the class WhatsApp group that included a photo of the assignment with glitter for visual emphasis. Oh, that glitter was from you? Yes, because I am nothing if not communicative and sparkly. There's the what can we do at home? Tango, the one I secretly love. It's hopeful, collaborative. We agree on routines, a 20-minute review, 1 CLIL activity, 1 short English video, 1 page of geography without walls, so nobody forgets that rivers do not flow uphill. Midway through the evening, a father leans in conspiratorially.
My son says the dog ate his homework.
I grin. Yes, the dog, historically, has always been a person of interest. His words crack open a small door in my mind, and a flashback walks through it. For a beat, I'm not in the conference room. I'm in my hallway, key in the stubborn lock. The apartment greets me with that familiar collision of scents, popcorn, toothpaste, and the faint memory of last night's lasagna. Sophia, my eldest, has dozed off with a history textbook tented over her face, highlighter still uncapped. Marco, my second-born and reigning champion of plausible deniability, polishes his most perfect excuse.
Technically, Mom, it wasn't me. It was physics.
And Julia, my 8-year-old artist in residence, is submitting homework that is actually a doodle titled Why Teachers Need Longer Holidays, complete with a self-portrait of me in sunglasses. From the kitchen,
Dinner in our rooms was a success, and we definitely did not spill tomato sauce.
narrative evidence on the hallway rug suggests otherwise. The house smells like popcorn and toothpaste, and the truth. The door in my mind swings shut. I'm back at the table, nodding with the father, both of us smiling because we know this dance. The earnest story, the missing worksheet, the dog with suspicious crumbs on its whiskers. It reminds me instantly of Marco, my second-born, whose perfect excuse is always ready, always charming, and almost never helpful. I dread the mess I'll find tonight, but the dread is threaded with love. This is the life that waits for me between meetings, not after them. Between families, I do the classic teacher-parent shuffle. Text to the home front. Sophia, charger off the floor, please. Marco, real homework, not computer games. Julia, no markers on the sofa. I ping Luca, my ex, who's on parent duty tonight. How's the homework treaty going? 3 dots appear, disappear, reappear. Meanwhile, the car has decided it will not start tomorrow, and public transport has an unscheduled strike on Thursday, the very day I need to be across town for a lesson and a physiotherapy appointment, because of course. I message my neighbor, Signora Teresa, saint of spare keys and emergency basil, to ask if she can pop in for 5 minutes just in case. She replies with a thumbs up and a photo of biscotti. I exhale. Teaching is 50% pedagogy, 30% logistics, and 20% negotiating with time, buses, and the last printer cartridge in the building. A highlight of the evening, a parent asks me if I'll be there next year. Ah, the sweet song of the temporary contract life. I smile and say, I hope so. I care about your children, and I'll keep teaching them like I will. That's a promise I can guarantee. We keep dancing. A colleague, Chiara, presses a candy into my hand. I hand her a pen. We exchange the look that says, we are professionals, and we are tired, and we are doing it anyway. Another family arrives. Their child is brilliant in class discussions, but freezes on tests. We plan mini orals, short quizzes, a confidence ladder, step by step. The parent exhales. Sometimes the greatest gift in a conference isn't a big solution. It's a shared strategy, a little hope, and a tiny toolkit. The 3 Ps for conferences. Prepare 1 highlight, 1 growth point, 1 concrete next step per student. Simple, human, actionable. Pace 10 to 12 minutes each. Set a gentle timer. We'll wrap in 2 minutes and I'll send you a quick summary. Boundaries are an act of kindness. Park. Create a parking lot sticky note for big topics that need a follow-up meeting. Not everything fits in one dance. And then, this is the moment I live for. A student peeks in after their family, gives a small wave and says,
Thank you.
Not for the grade, for the explanation, for the patience, for the extra time after class. That tiny word is jet fuel. It takes 2, or really many, to tango. Another flashback surfaces while I walk a parent through accommodations. I'm on the late tram home, forehead against the cool window, doing the ritual budget ballet in my head. Salaries shift, bills don't. Bigger house dreams versus responsible mortgage math. The calculator says not yet. The heart says soon. The practical brain says tomorrow's lesson. Phrasal verbs with up. Show up, speak up, own up. Relevant, especially for certain second-borns. Here's the truth under the humor. Conferences are where we remember we're a team. Parents, teachers, students. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we negotiate, sometimes we park a topic and return to it. But we keep showing up, because this is someone's child, and because we get to help them become someone's courageous adult. In the meantime, breathe, set the pace, and keep dancing, both in class and at home. Speaking of home, as I walk through the front door, I notice that all my dreaded predictions have come true. The popcorn, the toothpaste, the doodle titled, Why Teachers Need Longer Holidays. The tomato sauce confession waiting to be owned up to. My beautiful, complicated chorus that makes the tango worth every step. I jot a final diary line, make a note to ground the whole household this weekend, and finally collapse. I need my beauty sleep. Tomorrow we start preparations for the year's field trips. Time to equip the first aid kits that always come in handy, where clipboards meet chaos and someone always forgets the sandwiches. Thanks for listening to episode 2 of Teachers Have a Life Too, the Parent-Teacher Tango. If you smiled, nodded, or said same, at any point, subscribe and leave a review, and share your funniest or most heartwarming conference moments using the hashtag TeachersHaveALifeToo.